Give me that hat.
Yeah, sure.
Give me that hat.
I brought it specifically for you.
See this hat right here? You see this hat right here? Let me tell y'all something. You damn Knicks. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. I'm watching the game, and you should have heard it. Ben Roethlisberger, he summoned it up. I mean, this is Big Ben at his finest. And I'm like this. Really? Really? Damian Lillard needs to get the hell up out of Portland. And Portland needs to facilitate that happening. But I'm saying when you're the Lakers and LeBron James is the face of your franchise, and you got Anthony Davis, and you got Russell Wilson and Russell Westbrook, and I'm looking at your franchise, and I'm like, ain't no way in hell you winning the chip.
Okay.
That's relevant.
That's different,
so for me, I'm saying to you this. The Golden State Warriors are the best team as far as I'm concerned.
Right now, today.
They ain't nobody in the West. The only team that's got a chance of beating them is the Phoenix Suns. The Los Angeles Lakers might not make it out the first round. The Dallas Cowboys will fall. You can book it. It's the given. It's who they are and it's what they do. And y'all just wait. You know what I would love to see? It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, Dan Orlovsky. But number one on the list would be this. Give it to me right here. Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys versus the New England Patriots.
I hate the number one spot because it's false advertisement. Stephen A. does not believe it. He's lying to himself. He does not want to see that.
Really?
You do not want to see that.
I don't.
Because every week that they win a playoff game,
that's true.
You're going to show up and you're going to be crying, and then all the makeup team's going to have to be powdering your eyes because they're going to be welling up. You do not want to see the Cowboys versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl, right? You can say that now because, maybe ratings might be higher because all their fans are going to tune in to give you a hard time for all their playoff wins. So you might like that part about it. You do not want to see the Cowboys make the Super Bowl.
Let me explain. The greatest wish that I could possibly be granted is for the Dallas Cowboys to collapse before an international audience. Hundreds of millions of people watching. They got a lead. Everybody's celebrating. And sure enough, it just chips away at them, and they collapse like a bag of cheap bricks.
Let me say this before I even start, okay? Let me say this. Down there in Texas, in the country, you have an option to roll your trash can to the street and the trash people come pick it up. Or some people in the country, they burn their trash and it stinks when they burn it. I mean, hot garbage. That's who the Lakers are right now. And look, I'm tired of coming on television, whether it's First Take, whether it's NBA Today, and I'm tired of talking about the Lakers. You know why? Because they don't deserve to be talked about. Because they are not good right now. They haven't earned the right to be talked about. I don't care if they lose or win or whatever the case may be. They are trash.
Here's where Steph Curry is more like, not better, but more like MJ. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God ever created. We applaud dudes that shoot 40% from three-point range a season. Do you know that Steph Curry has done that every single season he has played? The only season he didn't do it was the season he only played 5 games due to injury, okay? 5 games. That was it. Other than that, Steph Curry has shot better than 40% from three-point range every single year of his entire career. He is a career 41.8% three-point shooter. He's a career 24-point-per-game scorer. He's a 2-time league MVP. He's a 3-time champion. He went to 5 straight NBA Finals. And I know what LeBron did playing in the Eastern Conference, but Steph Curry has been that dude at 6'3", with unbelievable, incomparable range. And this is a guy, when you thought about going up against MJ, Swagoo, you were scared to death on how to defend him, okay? Steph Curry has you scared the second he goes past half court. The second he steps past half court, you're scared. And so what happens is that spreads a defense, and it makes every defense vulnerable to all the ancillary parts around Steph Curry because you're opening up shots for the Jordan Pooles and the Toscano Andersons and the Gary Payton II, and the list goes on and on and on. As great as LeBron is and was and will forever be, that kind of impact, he's had a profound impact on the game, but not that. My point to you is this. It's pathetic, absolutely, positively pathetic that you're walking around here acting like Dallas Cowboys. Listen, if you got a baby and pacify and pamper your quarterback, how the hell are you on a level
I
of Aaron
didn't
Rodgers,
baby pacify
Kyler Murray,
pamper. I gave
Tom
him some
Brady?
some advice.
Listen, you give advice, all right? Good
Right.
luck with that. You got to sit up there and pamper him. Would you want a bib too? You
No,
want a
no,
bib
no,
next?
about where the team has to be. He is the heart and soul of the team. He has to control the emotions of the team. I needed the emotions to be high, not low. That's what we need, high, not low.
Let me tell you something, man. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You know y'all ain't going to win a playoff game, right?
So I'm watching Steph, and it dawned upon me because I realized that offensively, S.A., he is the most revolutionary player the game has ever seen in the history of the league. In the history of the league.
I'm just saying, when we use the word revolutionary, you're talking about a guy that's so relatable because of his look, because of his size, all of this other stuff, and the ability because you can shoot. Everybody don't have a 45-inch vertical leap, so I get all of that.
Yes.
But you look at Steph Curry, and again, you aspire to do that. You believe you can do it. Jordan had you going to the park. People were thinking about football. Baseball was America's national pastime. All of a sudden, you got kids. Where's the basketball? I want to get to the park. Because of Jordan. That's the difference. And that's why I say he's more revolutionary. I love the fact that Mike McCarthy put that pressure, that microscope on the Dallas Cowboys. I love it because you see the pressure, that's what breaks pipes. You understand what I'm saying?
Makes diamonds.
Or it makes diamonds. Ain't going to make any diamonds. Ain't going to make any diamonds. Now, these are the Dallas Cowboys that we're talking about here. The only diamonds they're winning is in the headlines. They'll get the back pages. You'll talk about them, all right? Forbes magazine will talk about it. Forbes magazine will talk about it. And, of course, I will talk about that nauseating, disgusting fan base that they have that gets on my last nerves, okay? Because they're all going to be miserable.
They feel the same way.
Good. I hope they do. Because, you see, I don't bother them. They bother me. This is the Laker brand. And there's a certain level of expectations that come with being a Los Angeles Laker. They ain't living up to it. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again, Swagoo. If Frank Vogel and the Los Angeles Lakers don't get this together by the end of the month, I don't expect him to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen an NFL team do. And just for the record, this is no knock against T.O. I consider T.O. one of the top 3-4 receivers in the history of the game. Worthy of Hall of Fame. It should have been a first-time inductee. Never should have had to wait to get into the Hall of Fame. This is not casting any aspersions on him. But prior to being in Buffalo, he spent 8 years in San Francisco. He spent 3 years in Dallas. He spent 2 years in Philadelphia. So if you the Dallas Cowboys, where you never won a playoff game, they wouldn't need to retire your number, all right, and honor you as a legend of the game. Philadelphia, he helped, even though he was injured for the playoffs, he had such a stellar season and balled out in the Super Bowl. Okay, but still, in terms of Philadelphia lore, that's not necessarily because you was only there for 2 years. If you're going to be honored by anybody, it makes sense to be honored by San Francisco because you were there for 8 years, even though you didn't win any Super Bowls there because that was when Jerry Rice and Joe Montana was there before you. You damn Knicks. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. Y'all ended up down by damn near 30. You a game under 500. Wake the hell up. New York, stand up. Y'all sit the hell down. Get your damn act together. What the hell is going on, New York Knicks? I'm pissed off. Get it together. Y'all look like trash. What the hell is wrong with y'all? You ain't that damn good. Stop acting like it. Play together. Play team ball. Figure it out. Stop being an average defensive team.
Are you inspired?
That was so good.
So motivated.
Get the hell in, get it together. When I look at New England, I look at New England as the most complete team in the AFC. We know what Kansas City can do based on history. What we haven't seen enough of from them is them do it this year.
You know, like we hear the greatest show on turf. I just want everybody to know how you really feel about the greater than greatest show on turf. We're just a little bit further, further east than you, but we donned that horseshoe. I'm just looking for some confirmation. I love the movie, I love the heart, I love the story. Obviously, I just want a little love from you back to that side in the horseshoe land.
You guys were great. We ushered in what you guys did, though. That's what we did. I mean, it was, we had to show the league what it was all about, what was possible for you guys to even believe that you could be that. But I mean, obviously you guys had talent, but I'll take our talent. I'll stack our talent up against anybody.
Dallas is clearly the better team, but somehow, some way, they are allergic to expectations. They are allergic to prosperity. The more you bloviate about them, the more they fall. This is what they do. And as a result, right now, I still think they're going to win the division. But my point is, the question is, something to worry about? Something to be concerned about? You're damn right, because they're 2 games up on Washington, but you play Washington twice, okay? And I think you're going to lose one of those games. They're going to make this very, very interesting and turn a cakewalk into a thriller for the NFC least crime. And I am not happy with what I'm hearing. Damian Lillard needs to leave Portland. Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers ain't going anywhere. And that hurts me to say it. I got a lot of love for Chauncey Billups. I've known him for years. That's my brother right there. I'm rooting for him. Personally speaking, I don't like him being the coach. I wish that he was the president of basketball operations. That's just me. At the end of the day, you're showing your system and what you believe in and how you go about the business of coaching has a profound impact on how your team performs and how they ultimately win. And if you go out there and you pull this off without Tom Brady, I think that says a whole bunch. That completes the picture of Bill Belichick. And even though we never looked at him and said he's not the greatest coach, we always knew that. This would cement that forever.
I believe Baltimore is a contender, but they have to get back to smash mouth football, power football, and include Lamar and get back down to getting in the green zone and taking what they want. They cannot continue to sit back and try to pass. We kept talking about Lamar has the advance as a passer. He has the advance as a passer. He can never become a guy that's just a passer. He'll never become that. He is a dual threat, and you got to let him use that threat.
I would never say Dak Prescott if he was playing for somebody else. But because it's the Cowboys, and the expectations they thrust upon themselves, and that disgusting, nauseating fan base that no matter what's going on with them, they throw on the Cowboys. That's why it's Dak Prescott. Because if anybody else loses, and we'll lament it for about a week. If the Dallas Cowboys fall, I assure you, it'll be a hell of a lot longer than that.
A little birdie just told me that Mike McCarthy, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, has guaranteed a win on Sunday.
Look at Stephen A's face.
You're supposed to react, Stephen A.
Yeah, what's he going to do? Catch a pass? Going to run for a touchdown? Going to get a sack?
Why would he do that?
What's he going to do?
Why would he guarantee a win? Maybe he wants to inspire folks. Inspire
It's
people
the
up. I don't
NFL,
know.
man. Show up and play good football. You don't need your coach making guarantees.
You know what?
And your
I will
general
say
manager.
this. You know what? I was wrong.
You guys are a tough crowd today.
I was
Both
wrong.
of you.
I was wrong to make that face. The fact that he's guaranteed to win puts more pressure on the Cowboys. I like it. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.